Welcome to Galthim Gaming and another Frag Out Friday. Now, you might have noticed this Frag Out Friday actually released on Wednesday, and that is because it is a part 1 of 2. So the part 2 will be released on Friday, and it will continue the story, but it was such a long story time with Rheapre and Galthim here that we really just needed to make it a two-parter. So without any further ado, we're going to get to it.
So here's the deal. I turned on some skulls for this.
Yeah.
So we've got infinite ammo.
Okay.
And grenades. And armor ability. We've got the rare combat dialogue.
Okay.
But we also have tough luck, where enemies always go berserk and always dive out of the way and they never flee. So our enemies are confident.
Nice.
I have given them increased health. Bearing in mind, again, we're playing on easy mode. So this is kind of a way to not quite move us into normal, but also not make it too easy.
It's going to give us a challenge and yet ease him into the gameplay again.
And then I upgraded the rank of most enemies. Prepare to see an interesting amount of white armor.
Oh, yeah. I hate white armor, but okay. I like it. Let's do this. I'm ready to kill!
All right. Let's do this, noble team. No, for me, the move back to mouse and keyboard, because I've been playing Halo since the demo first released on PC.
Yeah.
So, I played Halo with mouse and keyboard. I had never done a shooter with controller before. But when I first moved away, went up to the Northwest, I could not bring my computer with me. I was greyhounding it, and I had literally what could fit in one backpack.
Right.
Because I was basically just, well, I mean, I was 19, so I can't really say starting over so much as starting.
Yeah.
So eventually, when I had enough money, I think it was my first tax return, I went out and I bought a PlayStation 2. It's one of the slim ones.
Yeah.
And I eventually got a copy of Killzone, which was my first console shooter.
Yeah. That's a good
one.
And got a good
I was awful.
Oh, dude, it is so hard to translate that.
Yeah, it was really strange for me because, I had done flight games on a controller, but, it's really different when it comes to doing it as a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
But that's the game that taught me how to do it, and then at the same time, Halo 2 had already come out.
Right.
And I had a friend who had it on Xbox, and I would go over and, we played through the whole campaign.
Right.
Again, wasn't great at it.
Only the
but
parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw me whenever I went to your house that one time when we were playing like the Star Wars game, and I was horrible on a controller.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were playing Battlefront 2, if I remember.
Yeah, and I was just god awful on that controller. I just could not get it, and that is basically because I was PC gamer for so long. So,
not the classic, much better game.
Right? I mean, technically we could play that because I do have both of them. And I do prefer the much better classic game. Yes.
Oh, I do have it on Steam, and I had it on PlayStation 2, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
That's the game where I actually got good at doing controller.
Well, I mean, if any game is going to help you do that, that would be the one. That was surprisingly dynamic for its time. I mean,
and I had been a huge fan of the Battlefield series prior to that.
Yeah, so just to be able to get boots on the ground after playing the Battlefield one, so
yeah. So it was pretty amazing for me. Shout out to the old school Desert Combat mod in Battlefield 1942, which, by the way, I recently reinstalled and was playing.
Oh, wow.
And the helicopters are still very difficult to fly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I can do it. I haven't successfully landed one yet.
Listen up, noble team. We're looking at
The word successful, I mean, depends. I mean, have you landed to the point where you're not dead?
For about half a second, and then the helicopter began to list to its side and eventually exploded.
Ah, well.
I managed to get out just in time for it to kill me.
Oh, yep, that's how it happens.
They vastly improved on it, though, for Battlefield Vietnam.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
so
the hard thing in Vietnam were jets.
I still don't do planes in those games.
Oh, God. No, you can't.
I know there are people who are really good at it, but it's like when I'm playing with a plane, I am flying much bigger distances than any of the maps in those games allow me to do.
Yeah, and you have to go slow, and it's clunky. Yeah, it's really difficult to play those kind of games. Oh, finally gave me my ability to look around.
I was going to say, doing the helicopters, though, reminds me of a movie, but I suddenly cannot remember the name of the movie. 90s, Nicolas Cage, Tommy Lee Jones. It's still bugging me. What was the name of that movie? Did you ever see that one, though? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I cannot remember for the life of me at all. Nicolas Cage and Tommy Lee Jones in a helicopter, and they had to switch between helicopters. I've got a great idea. Hey, viewers, please comment in the box below there and tell us what that movie is. We promise we will not look it up on Google. We will use you to get this figured out. They don't do that much damage. Frag out.
They have enhanced health.
They still die.
Repositioning.
Taking the left side.
I'm going up. So back.
Saw a dude come over here, so just looking for him.
Yeah, I don't remember what color my armor is. I think I'm set to purple right now.
Well, if you're not, you should be.
Did I ever tell you why?
Because it's your favorite color?
Well, it is now.
It's good camouflage?
Back when I first started doing it, it wasn't my favorite color either. So back in the day, Halo 1, we all, my friend group at the time, we all had a copy of it, and we would do multiplayer LAN session.
Yeah.
And on the ice maps, I figured out that purple was the best color to blend in with the dark splotches in the ice.
Yeah.
Because I set myself to purple, and, they were like, "Where were you? We couldn't even see you." And I'm like, "Holy crap, I'm onto something." Frag out.
Here.
So, Orca, I'm going to teach you a little secret.
Oh, shit, right.
Yeah, don't push too far.
Was that your grenade, Orca?
Yes.
Yeah,
what did I tell you?
He's
warn a guy.
He's saying stuff. He's just not saying stuff loud enough for his microphone to pick up. I think we need to adjust things.
No, I just needed to turn off push to talk.
Ah, I was wondering what was going on. Whole different dynamic when you're playing this kind of game.
Right? How did you get over there?
Frag out! Got over the same way he needs to. He ran. Frag out! Yeah, that's right. Take it face.
So anyway, I was going to teach you a secret, though, okay? That may lead to some future tactical decisions for you. Every enemy type is weak to their own weapons. So Covenant are weak against Covenant weapons.
And the fun thing is, it makes absolute sense because they would only historically fought themselves until they reached out into the universe.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm definitely driving.
He could drive.
This is not bumper cars.
Hey, hold up.
I tried to jump on the back. It didn't work as well as I hoped. Oh, at least
All right, go.
Until the first time you hit a big bump, then he flies off.
Probably.
I'm willing to laugh at that.
Right there.
Ow!
There it is. Have fun, buddy. You're walking.
Oh, God. That's great.
God damn it.
You got that guy? He wants to help you?
I'm sure he's fine.
Doom. Ow. Fuck. Still, the problem is he didn't crouch. If he would have crouched, he probably would have had just a little bit more.
I haven't quite figured out how to crouch yet.
C or control, one of those two.
Yeah, it's either C or control. It's never anything else.
Technically not true. I've seen it as Z before.
Oh, so I even get unlimited ammo from enemy weapons.
Yes.
Nice. I want to change my weapon changing to my scroll mouse. So honestly, I would rather use a controller.
Covenant is on reach. Where's our... There he is. Alright. We cannot hold that position.
Let's go take that position.
That's a good gun.
Which one? The one I've got?
Yeah, the other guy just dropped one for him, for Orca there too. I got this burst. I am actually really enjoying. Man. You gotta save those guys? Is that the deal?
Yep. Aim for the air tanks. All right. Spirit dropship inbound.
Tuning fork inbound.
What?
That's what the guy
tuning
just...
fork. Okay.
Yeah, the guy just called it a tuning fork. I was just like, oh yeah. Details I didn't hear last time.
So yeah, quick aside, I know I've mentioned this before, but recently, SageCry and I watched through the first season of the Halo show.
Yeah.
On Paramount Plus, and we finally finished the season.
Okay.
Since the last time we discussed this, and in theory, or at least my theory, the next season is going to be taking place during the timeline that this game is happening.
Oh man, that's going to be good. My first endeavor into the first-person shooters was all the way back like Wolfenstein 3D, and I was a PC gamer even back then. So it's been mouse and keyboard since before mouse and keyboard was even really good.
Well, I mean, strictly speaking, though, that one didn't have mouse control back in the day.
No,
that was full-on just keyboard. I remember playing my first PC first-person shooter on keyboard. And
I did use mouse on Doom though. So yeah, I had like a map editor for Wolfenstein 3D and all kinds of fun stuff with it, but
I still from time to time love to go and re-download Doom and then go and find different WODs that people have made over the years, because there's still an active modding community.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For the sake of the viewers, especially our younger viewers, back in those days, they weren't called mods yet. So they were called WADs, W-A-D-S, which was the file type used by id Software, predominantly for the Doom games, but
Frag
also I believe they may have still been using it for Quake.
I think they still... There's a lot of companies right now still using WAD as a file type for their 3D maps and stuff.
Now that I didn't know. One of the more interesting ones I found, though, somebody remade Half-Life in Doom.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Not everything worked the way that it did.
I was about to say, because like Doom's engine does not. I mean, pardon the bad pun for first-person shooters, but it's a far cry from Half-Life.
Though, great game reference. I remember the first time I played Far Cry.
Yeah.
That was like the most amazing looking game at the time. It's crazy.
Right, and that's back when they didn't really know where they were going with the series of games, and so it felt more serious, and then the rest of them are kind of like not as serious because they found their niche.
Well, and it's interesting because with Far Cry, the true sequel to Far Cry is not Far Cry 2, it's Crysis.
Yeah.
The first Far Cry had like mutants and aliens and stuff.
Right.
Which they did not continue moving on. I mean, the second game, your whole goal was to hunt the jackal. And
well, not to beat the
I don't
dead horse.
remember what.
Not to beat the whole dead horse of jokes here, but the sequel was a far cry from the first.
Really, we're using that joke, huh?
Already.
It's
Within
been
5 minutes.
a minute 30 seconds.
I mean, right now we're in a
I
firefight.
think dead horse is accurate in this situation, sir.
Yeah, well, I mean, something has to be dead. Certainly not these heavy armored fuckers that we're shooting. Damn. Die! You don't even have a shield up! Die! Frag out.
Now, let me tell you, though, here's how Far Cry changed the game for me.
The 1980s parody sequel DLC.
Oh, Blood Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, Blood Dragon is great. No, Far Cry had a feature that completely changed how I played shooters.
Oh?
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that they're the ones who invented this. I have no idea, to be honest. But variable fire modes on weapons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If you're paying attention, I tend to favor accurate single-shot weapons. I'm not big on full auto stuff.
Right.
So, when you first pick up the... I can't remember if it's supposed to be representing an M16 or an M4 carbine, but the assault rifle at the beginning, you could switch it between full auto and semi-auto single shot.
Okay.
So it took a weapon that was mostly highly inaccurate and allowed me to make it an accurate weapon.
Right.
Totally changed things for me. And not a lot of games do that, even now. Like, that's one of the big differences for me between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Is that in Battlefield they do have that as a feature, and in Call of Duty, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was a big Counter-Strike guy, right? And they had some of their weapons where you could put a silencer on, take it off, or switch to a 3-round burst versus a single shot and that kind of stuff for the MP5. And so that was kind of a thing they did with theirs as well, and it was fun. Got over here. I'm tired of this weapon. Hell yeah, I'm about to take that. I'll take a DMR any day.
Yeah.
Speaking of single shot, accurate motherfuckers.
Exactly. So, since our topic today seems to be first-person shooters, classic first-person shooters,
right.
I want to throw an obscure title out there on the list, which you can get on GOG.com, Good Old Games.
Oh yeah? What's up?
Did you ever play Shogo, Mobile Armor Division?
I did not.
Oh man.
Is it multiplayer? Are we going to be playing it one of these weeks?
They do have a multiplayer mode. I think it's just a deathmatch. To be honest, I never did multiplayer with it.
Okay.
It's the first-person shooter that I actually played all the way through.
All right.
And it really, really wanted to be an anime. At a time where anime wasn't as popular as it is now. We're talking a pre-Gundam Wing Dragon Ball Z time.
Right.
Or at least the Cartoon Network releases.
Right.
Wow.
Come on, I just picked up a DMR and now you're going to give me this.
That's my thinking too. That's why I told you.
Damn it, they ran out.
There should have been 3.
Lame.
There we go. Man.
Frag out.
Yeah, frag out.
But yeah, maybe we will at some point give Shogun a try.
Yeah.
It goes on sale from time to time. It is stupid fun. What made it interesting is that there were basically two kinds of maps. There were the maps where you're in a mech, and there were the maps where you were on foot.
Okay. So
there were like 3 mechs to choose from.
They all have like special abilities or whatever. Certain types of missile on this mech versus that mech. And speed variations.
Hold on a second, I've just got an achievement here. Collect 2,000 campaign or playlist methods.
How do I turn on my light?
That is a great question that I do not currently have an answer to.
Yeah, I got nothing. You know what? Screw that.
Not even 100% sure we have a light.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. They told us to turn it on.
Oh. Alright, well, let's get out of this firefight. Let me see what I can find out real quick. Night vision 4.
Oh, come on!
Why'd you walk into that?
Why are you attacking? There's nobody here. I'm trying to find your damn night vision. Thank you for watching another exciting episode of Frag Out Fridays. This is a part 1 on Wednesday, and the part 2 is coming out Friday, so keep your eye out for that. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications and all that jazz. And, again, thank you for watching.